What's the word? What's the word? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Scorpio Moe. Y'all know what time it is. And before y'all get alarmed, Christal was running just a tad bit late, but she will be here. So don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. But first of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Y'all can put an XO in the chat. How y'all, everybody come in the room. Hopefully y'all seen the show. The Never Ever Mess. We're going to get into that. We're going to definitely get into that. Oh my God, Owen done lost his mind. But in any case, what's up, everybody? Where y'all from? Where we at? Where we at with it? I see New York in the building. I see you. What's up, y'all? Okay. First, this is what I want to say. I've been reading the comments. Y'all are hilarious. We had a good time on Wednesday, the midday recap with Vanessa. Yeah, man, I had a time. And as you can see, I still have her champagne. I told you I wasn't going to get rid of it. But nah, we had a good time Wednesday. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. It seems like a lot of people did. We're grateful for that. And I'll keep you posted. Nah, but anyways, man, it's been one of those weeks, boy. But the weekend is here. I see where y'all at. Okay, I see you. Philly in the building. They doing the next Ready to Love in the Philly. They casting as we speak, from what I understand. So that should be real good. But check this out though. Whatever y'all do, this is what I want y'all to do. I want to let y'all to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get people involved with this. Now this show is a little different. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't expect On to pull this out like this. This is a little, I don't want to say beneath them, but the demographic is a little lower. I see, and we'll see. But we'll get into that when Christal gets here. She'll pop up in a minute. But in the meantime, in between time, what else we got? Okay. Now, if y'all guys are here, if anyone's here, going to be here in Atlanta on the 20th, especially all y'all viewers that's from Atlanta. We have the Natural Hair Show by the airport on the 27th. We have a panel. I have several panels. I'm on one of them. I think it's about 1 o'clock. Myself and a few other guys, a couple guys from reality shows. And yes, LaRon will be there. But we're going to have a good time. It's not this Saturday, next Saturday on the 27th. So with that being said, man, want everybody to more with it. Nah. I see you. But to really get an idea of I think what we're trying to do going into this next phase of the relationship recap show. I know we're going to be touching on another reality show too, Married at First Sight. So once we get the details on that, we're going to be doing there we go.
Hey. Hey everybody. I am coming to you guys from my bed. You see me? I said I was going to do this. I am literally coming to you guys from the bed. I have had a long day. I literally just got home. I text Mo. I said, I am just getting in the house. I'm just gonna, just getting in. I'm just gonna get in the bed. I'm tired. I had a long 12, 14-hour day today. I'm tired. So, yes, Christal is in the bed today. Is this extremely unprofessional for a YouTuber? Maybe, but guess what? It's happening.
There you go.
It's happening. I am coming to y'all from the bed, but I did have a chance to watch the Never Ever Mets. And we're gonna get into this. Before we get into that, I want to ask you, what did you think about Wednesday? Because you showed up and showed out. I didn't know what you were planning. Do you think that what you did, do you think that you left a good impression?
Yeah, I did actually, yes.
Okay, that's good. I think it seemed like a lot of the ladies really enjoyed some of the ladies seem to wish that you were doing that for them.
You never know. You never know. I'm
Marty
single.
says, I will not be watching that trashy show. But you know what? This is what I want to say. And I think this show is definitely for a different demographic than Ready to Love.
Absolutely.
So, like you said, I think Owen is trying to connect with a younger demographic, right? But I think, our goal with the relationship recap is really to talk about relationships and dating. And so I think this does give us an opportunity to do that. Like, because you can't just start in a relationship. People meet online. And you know what? I wanted to let you guys see. I wanted to let you guys see a piece of my interview with Taronda. First of all, what did everybody think about Taronda, the host? We didn't see a lot of her tonight.
I can't make a call yet. I ain't see enough of her.
Now, do you know she's a hip hop artist? Do you remember her as a hip hop artist, Mo?
I do not.
Okay, I didn't either, but her face did seem familiar. So
what's her name?
What's
her name one more time?
Taronda Jones.
What was her? I'm pretty sure that wasn't her stage name.
I don't know. Might have been. Oh, okay. I don't know. Let me look it up.
But
I'm gonna play this clip for y'all really quickly. Baby Doll said she's from Empire. I feel like I remember her.
No, that ain't the one I think.
Huh?
She was the rapper on Empire? Or she was the singer?
The rapper.
Because I only remember, I only watched one. Once they start getting to that funny stuff, I had to start watching that show. But
not the funny stuff.
Well, not the rapper from Philly, right?
No, that was what is her? Easy something.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Other than that, I don't know.
Well, okay, so DeQueezy says she was a secretary. Yeah, actress and rapper. I think her name was Taronda. She is best known for her recurring role as Portia on the Fox television show Empire. Well, okay, I don't know, but I had a chance to talk to her, and I'm just gonna put this up to the screen because I didn't get a chance to upload it.
While I got a sneaky suspicion, Lee Daniels got something to do with this.
You think so?
I mean,
it's definitely not a Will Packer production.
That's what I'm saying. Why would she be involved? Why her? Like that the more and more it don't seem right. And Will Packer, not Will Packer, pardon me.
Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels is cool with Oprah. That would make. Lee
Daniels is cool with Oprah.
See what I'm saying? I'm trying to connect the dots. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. But why would you have her? She's not going to draw. Look, we got to Google it. We don't know her.
I mean, maybe okay. Let's give her a chance. Hold on. I'm gonna try to pull this. I'm gonna try to pull this clip. Hold on. Just let me put myself on mute here.
And here's the thing, y'all. Like, you're still on mute, Christal. We're gonna take these moments and we're gonna grab real moments from this show, no matter how the show is gonna turn out. But there's real scenarios that happen in relationships, and we're going to take those scenarios and we're going to have conversations based on those. Because I saw a few already on the show that.
Oh no! Tonight had a lot of
real life.
First of all, just the idea of when you meet people online, and you and I have talked. Both of us have dated online.
Yeah.
We're gonna just be honest with you guys about our own experiences. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, but. This is a clip of my interview with Taronda. I was asking her about the couple, and I have the pictures. Let me pull the pictures of the young lady. I have a couple of the young ladies. I pulled their pictures. So I was talking about this young lady. No. I don't have the young lady that is I was talking about. Dang it. I actually liked her, but this young lady, there was a young lady that her and the guy had not met for 12 years, right?
12 years.
12 years. So that was Shay and Josh. Shay and Josh. This is Taronda's explanation of her perspective of why Shay and Josh had not met for 12 years. So let's listen to what she has to say, and then let's you and I talk a little bit about it. Station, what do you see, just from your perspective, what made that okay for them to continue to go on for that period of time and never actually be able to touch one another?
Now, to my knowledge, I remember the young lady explaining to me it was just timing.
Okay.
Timing was always off. And I'm like, 12 years of bad timing. But no, they were just saying time. But you want to know what I think the real notion was, the real reason? I think people, because in the dating world today, on the news, they got all these people who linking up after meeting online, and then these women end up missing.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a safety precaution.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the show because we create a safe environment for these people to actually gain the momentum and gain the confidence to actually be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be on TV. I know I'm safe. I know I'm good.
Right.
I'll go ahead and do it. Just in case homeboy or homegirl is a serial killer, I don't got nothing to worry about. I personally think that's one of the reasons why. And then another one, again, not wanting to put in the work. Nobody wants to put in the real work anymore. Nobody does it anymore.
Okay, so do you guys remember this couple? Those of you that watched tonight, I don't have a clip of them. I have a clip of I have two other clips, but this was the couple with the guy. They had not met for 12 years. She was actually the first girl that walked in. One of the interesting things. Pardon?
She was the girl that talked like this. She was. I was just trying.
She did.
I'm just trying to, so they know who we talking about.
She did. Okay. So they had not met, and there were a couple things. First of all, I guess what really stood out to me was that Josh was nervous about her being attracted to him. Now, Taronda said they didn't meet because of timing. I just don't think that there's no timing. I don't believe that.
12 years?
I don't believe that. I feel like on this show, all these people they have been talking to somebody over a long period of time, but it wasn't really anybody they were seriously interested in. Because if they were seriously interested, that's like somebody that you holler at every once in a while, like while you're in a relationship, you probably flirt with them a little bit on the side. You're probably like, it's not a serious thing. It's no way y'all are considered in a relationship for 12 years. It's just no possible way.
12 years. If you just be like, look, you put your child is in first grade to graduation. You've never seen. Come on.
No possible way. It's no possible way. I'm gonna put this picture up so you guys can see them in case anybody does not know what they look like. If you guys did watch and you don't remember, I'm gonna pull this picture up for you guys to see. But yeah, I just
No.
All right, hold on. Here we go. This is Shay and Josh. Now, Josh was DeQueasy. She says she was strong in the face. Josh was concerned that she would not be attracted to him. She did not seem to have that same concern.
I don't know why.
She didn't. She was not concerned at all. The only ones that he seemed a little insecure. I agree. Go ahead. I see you. Go ahead.
Down the line, I didn't see that, but yeah, I see. Yeah.
He seemed extremely grateful almost.
Huh?
He did. He didn't see that too. He seemed extremely.
Oh yeah. I got the wrong person. Yeah. You're right.
He seemed extremely excited. She seemed very confident. Now, My concern, somebody said they were all over each other. They were.
They were.
They were. I also was a little concerned about her choice of dating outfit. It definitely would not have been in my
that is a rainbow outfit, if I'm not mistaken. Is that not?
I would assume.
Look, rainbow-ish.
I don't shop in rainbow, but I do. I don't even know if that was a dress, but what I did, I was a little concerned about the fact that, I mean, I don't know, does she have on under, like what?
Does she have on under?
No, the slits went up. Don't do that. The slits went up really high. The slits went up past to her hips. I mean, the hip area.
I don't know, because I don't know. I'm still learning women etiquette. Sometimes y'all say it's cool not to wear drawers. Then sometimes y'all complain that the girl don't got no drawers on. I'm confused.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. If you saw her on a first date, what would you think?
I would not be on the first date with this woman. But let's say, for whatever reason, I thought one thing and I showed up and she was there.
She was dressed, and say she was dressed with a slit on both sides. That she didn't really have hips, but it was.
I'm listening.
The slit on both sides went all the way up.
Okay. See, that's how much I was. I didn't even go that far.
You didn't even look at it.
I couldn't.
Now, Queen Key says Taronda did tell them to put their freakum dress on.
She did say that.
But Taronda told me that she's single.
Who's single?
Taronda is.
This is all bad. This is not going to be good, Christal.
Okay, so they took a shower together. They were now. I guess
he got issues back home. Obvious to me, the way he was talking, it's something going on. Something in his background and his. He kind of stated or alluded to the fact in the beginning when they were talking to him and he was just kind of like, I guess, profile and I don't know, man. I think he's from Mississippi, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Crystal Brewer said maybe one of them had to be in jail for 12 years. Could be.
You know what? There's
good point.
People. There's men like, I don't know women, but there's men. I've heard stories from women. There's dudes that really being, yeah, that's real.
That could be, because it's very strange. And he did talk about his children. He just seemed like a man that life had beat up.
Yeah, it's a little sadness in his face, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, okay, yeah.
Do you think she felt that?
I'm not quite sure what she felt. I really don't. I gotta see another thing, but they seem happy. Who am I to block?
They did, and you know what? I was watching it with one of my girlfriends. That we had actually Chili and I worked all day today, and so I told her, I was like, you gotta watch this with me, and she was like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
It really is.
It is, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's not for us to understand or
it's not. It's not, and everybody has a different and everybody has a different idea of beauty. So yeah. He thinks she's hot. Let's go with it. But
he didn't say he thought she was hot. You're taking it too far now. He didn't say that. That's the thing.
He was very sexually attracted to her.
Yeah, but say what he said. He didn't say don't.
Okay, so that's this couple. They seem the happiest out of everybody.
They seem happy. I like that.
They seem happy. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to the opposite of that.
Okay. To
the people that seem the least happy.
We'll wind up seeing the yes.
All right, let's do that now.
You don't have it's right there.
Yeah, because
it's right here. He grabs the corkscrew and he just like looks at the bottle of wine for a minute, and I'm like, you don't know how to use it, do you? Do you not know how to use it?
I mean, I've seen it on TV.
You don't know how to use it?
Absolutely not. Oh, not the eye roll.
It felt like a date for me. It was not a date for us. We have all these other things in common. We could have did something we both enjoyed. It's like I came here to date myself. Cheers. It felt just not natural.
Okay. All right. So that was Joanna and Aaron.
All right. Let's
get
just get this over with. Let's just get this part over with. I know everybody's seen it. He might belong to the LBC.
You mean the LGBTQ?
That too. Yes. That too. Yeah, I'm not
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I'm not.
I did think that. And okay, let me tell you why I thought that. I felt like he could be covering up for not really being comfortable with women because of the way that he seemed so uncomfortable with, like, he was trying so hard, like the salsa, like, now they have been talking to each other online for 8 or 9 months.
And she picked that up.
First of all, I do think that he was with, we're going to call it that. On this show, we're going to call it the LBC. I like it better because I don't like all the, just that way we're not discriminating. The LBC, if he is a member of the LBC, I don't think, even if he was, I feel like she was just mean.
Yeah, she did have a little stiff attitude. She could at least, or
she
maybe
was mean as hell.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she made fun of the fact that he was trying to salsa dance.
Right.
She made fun of the fact that he was trying to be romantic, right?
The corkscrew.
Well, no, even before that, when she walked up, she was irritated because of the charcuterie board.
To the what?
The charcuterie board.
Forgive me, I don't know. What is that?
Mo, it's where he had all the fruits and cheeses laid out with the wine.
Anyway, okay.
But it's called a charcuterie board. He said it. That's what it's called. You guys tell Mo that that's
I'm sorry. I just started with cheese. I didn't. Okay, my bad.
It's a charcuterie board.
So
she was kind of making fun of that.
Okay.
And he did seem like he was trying to impress her. I don't know why he would have had the wine and not known how to open it.
Maybe it really wasn't his idea.
Maybe it was productions.
But you think them people know how to do stuff like that?
I think everybody should know how to open a bottle of wine.
But I'm saying especially
the LBC.
The LBC. Yes.
I mean, okay. What do you guys think? What is the percentage? And DeQueezy said the tree huggers know what a charcuterie board is, sir. I agree. You really ought to know.
I disagree.
I mean, well, what is the percentage of people that think that he may not be a member of the LBC? What is your? I mean, because we could be judging him falsely.
You see the way he was flapping his hands? It's not.
I did.
The percentage of him being it.
Right. What percentage? Because I'm saying we don't know. We don't know if he really is. It feels like that could have been. And yes, Candace, it did seem like everybody was on mute. I asked you guys. Miss Pretty Amazing says 0%. Okay, well, I mean, I guess everybody's just voting with us. But I am Miss Golden T said I saw it before he spoke. I honestly did too. But you know what? Okay, so what's interesting is his clothes and the 2 hoop earrings with the cross dangling now. Did you see that?
I did. Man, I was about to say something, get us banned off YouTube. I'm about to go crazy. But yeah, I saw it.
Don't get us banned. Don't get us.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, I did, but she was a little sharp and a little cold and just like she could or maybe she saw that what we saw and was like, oh.
But if she saw that, then she shouldn't have been out. She didn't talk to this dude for 8 or 9 months.
No, I'm saying saw it right then and there. But obviously,
not see it on FaceTime.
right.
Then when they came into the house, she was vibing with the other guy, Dominique. Like, did you see them? They were like, yeah, like
I
it was over the top.
I did see that.
She just wasn't nice.
She wasn't. She was a little cold.
Did you think that he found her attractive?
They all find women attractive.
Not
no.
Today.
What I'm saying, they all know the pretty in women.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They know how to. You're trying to say the LBC?
Yes.
Knows how to zone into.
No. I think they know how to. When y'all be seeing them, and they compliment you and be like, "Oh, Christal girl, you're da 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 da. You look pretty." They be talking like that. They had a nasal voice though. I'm not about to do that. but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Nasal voices.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like they compliment you on.
But I'm saying, do you think that he felt like she was attractive?
Yes, they know. They know pretty.
Do you think she was pretty? Hold on. So those of you that are watching, that I did, this is Joanna.
Okay. Yeah, she was decent, but her attitude was out there. It just made me turn me because she was so sharp and cold.
It was. I was a little concerned about. I guess they don't have hair and makeup on this particular show.
Well, the pictures you showed me.
That's them. That's that. Like, and I mean, what I do appreciate, because like I said, Chili and I are working today, and I was teasing her because she doesn't like to wear makeup at all. But I actually do not think that women should have to wear makeup, right? Like, you should be able to look attractive. You shouldn't feel like you have to put on a bunch of contour and get your body done and all that. So these people are not, this is happening in Florida, and these people do not feel like they have to conform at all. There's no confirmation on this show.
Who feels, I mean, you talking about the people on the show?
Yes, the talent does not, they're not worried about what other people think. And Delphine says, Christal, they clearly don't have a budget with 7 beds in one room. True.
You know what? Did not think of that, and you are 1,000% right.
And also, did you guys notice that the landscaping around the home was not up to par? I was looking at the shots, like the shots of the outside of the house. The landscaping was leaving much to be desired.
That's why it's only shot for 3 weeks. They do either the Airbnb they rent was only for 3 weeks.
It is an Airbnb. It looks like one of those new style homes.
It is.
Okay, so I didn't like that. I thought Joanna was rude to him, but I also thought that he does not want to be on a date with her.
He does not.
And I mean, I don't know how people should be. I don't really know how to because okay, I will be honest. I have gone out with someone that I thought could possibly been a member of the LBC. And for me, I don't choose to date someone that is not heterosexual, right? That's my preference, my choice. I know there's a whole bunch of conversation about women should be open to dating bisexual men, and I am not. So I dated this guy, and he was a bodybuilder. And I think I told you about this. He kept saying that his abs were pretty. It just worried me a lot. I was just like, ugh, I don't trust this. I don't trust it. I don't know about this show either, but guys, just bear with us. We are talking about the dating situations on the show. Dating situation, not LBC. C is definitely for curious. But yeah, no, but there are a lot of people saying that that straight women should be open to dating bisexual men.
I just heard that recently on something, and I was disturbed by that, man. That really was. I'm like, where are we going with this?
I'm not with it. I think that everyone has a right to their preference.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna tell me it's okay for a man to say that he doesn't want to date a woman that's over 150 pounds and that's his preference, then I definitely don't have to date a man who is bisexual. Like, everybody can date who they want to date.
right.
Doesn't make you wrong. You know what I mean? So, but my point is, I don't know what the correct way to handle is. If you think, like, has a woman ever asked you, are you a member of the LBC?
Like, you know, being in Atlanta, like if I'm at the airport somewhere and, you know, you have a conversation with somebody and they be like, oh, you live in Atlanta. And that's the first thing that goes in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, you get used to that. And then you, like, let's say you're online dating and, you know, how, what's the name was, is rattling off questions, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you used to get offended, be like, what? Why would you? But then when you see what's happening out here, it's how they're asking. Like, if they seen something, and no one's ever asked me like that. You see what I'm saying? Someone asked me, like, you know, are you single? Are you, you know, does anybody think you're not single? You see what I'm saying?
Right. I definitely asked that. Is there somebody that thinks you're not single?
You know, are
somebody
you
think that you're in a relationship with them?
Yeah.
But I've never just asked somebody.
Yeah, not just.
No, I have.
Yeah.
I have, because this is why. So another guy, two guys I've dated that I felt that, I quit seeing the guy that was the bodybuilder for numerous reasons.
Yeah.
But it did bother me that he said his abs were pretty, but he ended up being, found out that he was married, and I was like, anyway, to a woman though. But, so there's another guy and he told me, huh?
Yeah, watch out for them bodybuilders. That's what I heard.
Well, at that time, I mean, I everybody knows I like muscles. I like it.
I heard a horror. I'll tell you, I heard a horror story. But go ahead.
Well, now I'm curious.
Real quick, LA Fitness guy, go to the gym all the time. You know how you got the little chip in the phone?
Yeah.
They had an old phone, and her sister was trying to get another phone, and she was like, "Well, I got a phone. You could just put." And they saw the chip on the old phone. It was him and the guy that he go to the gym with, or he meets up at the gym.
He saw the footage?
It wasn't videos, pictures, and all kind of wild stuff.
Woo.
And he left the joint in the phone. She was like, yo, that was like crazy. He came back she called him, he came back from the gym, and it was a whole big thing. Like, it went out in the street. It was crazy.
Was he trying to deny it?
Yeah, but they had everything proof in the joint. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really know how there was a couple on Love is Blind, the first season of Love is Blind, where the guy decided to tell the girl that he was bisexual, and she flipped, and then he said that she was homophobic. It was just a big thing. Like, it was a big thing. So I don't really know. Do you guys have any suggestions on, like, how she should handle it if she does think that? Because Joanna may not think that. That could just be us. But I wonder, like, what she could say. So this guy I went out with, we met up at Atlantic Station, and then I left. I went back home, and then he said that a guy hit on him and, like, sent him a picture. They were talking business, and then the guy sent him a picture of his behind. And I was like, why would he send that to you? You must have like gave him some type of signal that you were okay with that. And he was like, no, but I just didn't believe it. Because I don't think that a guy would just sit down and talk to another guy and then just send him a random picture of his behind.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just super dramatic. And I was just like, I'm good. Dating is difficult. But so do you ask women, are they bisexual?
Do I ask women? Nah, usually they say it. The women that I've come across that weren't bisexual, yeah.
And are you comfortable dating someone that is bisexual?
Seriously, yeah. I'm not. But, you know, I had the one situation with the chick that was We not going to get
Wait a minute. Be clear. So you are open to dating a bisexual woman seriously?
No, I said no.
No, you said yes.
No,
you just said yes.
No, I said I might have misunderstood what you said. No. I thought you said I wouldn't take one seriously. I wouldn't. No.
I'm asking, would you take one seriously?
No, I would not. No.
But you have dated several.
I've never dated anyone. I slept with several. Dating and sleeping is two different things. I slept with a few. Yeah.
I really want to tell the story.
No, we're definitely not going to tell that story. That story got me looking crazy. I didn't know that story made me look crazy till the last time I told it.
Till at my house at the party last year.
All the guys was looking at me. I'm like, it was two women.
Mo has a crazy story. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to now. This is a situation I think most people are most people are concerned when you meet somebody. This is what I was concerned about. When you talk about, okay, meeting someone in person as opposed to talking to them online for an extended period of time. Right. So with Alexis and Dominique, who have been talking for 6 months, they meet up. Now, Dominique had like all the tats, and I think we got a picture of Alexis here just for reference. No, we don't.
I was getting Alexis and Shay mixed up, but Alexis, yes.
We don't have. Maybe I could pull one up. So, okay. So Alexis and Dominique meet up. And this is what's interesting to me. And I want you to give some clarity on this, because he said very clearly, first of all, she said that she loved the way he looked. He was fine. Right. Mm-hmm. He saw her and was like, she cool. It's not really what I thought it was. The body don't look like I thought it was. You know, I don't really know if I'm not really attracted to her. Then he said, he said, maybe I could try. And I was like,
bad move. That never works for men. It never works. At that point, you're trying to convince yourself. That's a bad move.
Did you see what she meant? What he meant though? Because I didn't understand. He said that her body, because it's not like she was like, I mean, I don't understand how she tricked him.
Angles. If all your pictures, like, women know how to, it seems that women know how to work angles. You know what I mean? And she knows her angles, and it might not hit the same in, you know, sometimes it don't hit the same person.
All right, that's Alexis and Dominique.
Yeah. So I thought it was the overall package he was concerned with, but he did mention the body and angles. I mean, we get tricked. This women,
but see, that's what I'm saying. Like Bossy D said, they never FaceTime. I'm like, if you FaceTime, then you should have saw that the body looked like it was.
If you doing like this head to chest, and you don't really, and then the camera, like some people are bigger, you meet them, they're smaller. There's women I thought that's like 5'2", but I've seen on profiles that look 5'8". Like, you don't know.
Yeah, I thought people thought you were a bigger guy.
Yeah, they did. I don't know where y'all got. Somebody even said that on the thing. I'm like, somebody said it today. It was a picture I posted on Instagram a couple of days ago. Somebody commented and was like, you look like Young Jeezy's brother. I'm like, what?
They keep saying like Jeezy. I don't know if it's bald head or what.
Never. But in any case, I think that's what it is. Women know, and they know angles and how stuff looks. And how I know that, because almost all of y'all take your pictures with your legs closed. I don't know if that's supposed to do the hits. I don't know what that is. Y'all cross one leg in front of the other. But all y'all do it. And obviously that does something to the silhouette or something. So imagine if you're holding the camera up and you're doing it.
I think holding it up and different things, because Druzy said you look big because of your head.
God damn it. We got one more time, Druzy. One more.
But yeah, I didn't like them. I didn't like them because, number one, okay, let's get to it. This was the problematic couple, and it's really a problem because of we got to stop doing this. Hey, Tamasha. We gotta stop. We gotta be more accountable when things are toxic and unsafe. And so she got in the house, and the first thing she does is start talking about another guy's hoochie daddy shorts, which I thought was inappropriate,
A
right?
little
Like,
too long.
yeah, like, why are you worried about a dude that's not with you? Like, leave him alone. And she just kept on. You really into the hoochie daddy shorts, and even the girl that was with him was just like, it was a little bit much, right?
Yeah.
So but this is the thing. Dominique was already not attracted to her. So I feel like we've talked about this before. When you're not attracted to somebody, you're irritated up front. You got to be in this house. It's not what you thought it was. There's other girls around you're probably more attracted to, and you're irritated. So he was already irritated, but his actions, he needed to go home. I hope they send him home next week. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
He got very aggressive. First they were fighting back and forth. Now she was also aggressive with him, but he went way too far. I think both of them need to go home. Like, they just seem like the couple that is going to be toxic and is going to love being like they were almost fighting in the kitchen. That was not cool.
I thought they were, yeah.
Yeah,
that
was
even when he was just holding her and they was just laughing.
It was still too aggressive.
When I seen dudes do that, I know that energy. I'm like, oh, that's good. I done broke that up a couple times with people. I know what that looked like. So nah, man. And the fact that, didn't the host said they were trying to create a safe environment.
She did. That's what
so they gotta go. So they gotta go.
They gotta go, or we're gonna have a problem with that. I'm gonna have a problem with it if they don't go, because I feel like she would have to go as well, because she did. First of all, she's not gonna be. The premise of the show is not set up to where someone should stay if they don't have a never ever met to connect with. So I think they both should go home. I am surprised they were doing that, and I feel like, Ready to Love and even Put a Ring on It and some of the other shows, they always want to bring up the fact that this is Oprah Winfrey's network. I am surprised that they allowed that edit on the own network. Like, to me, it was in very poor taste. And I understand they're trying to get a younger audience, but that's not the right way to do it. That's not the right way to do it.
It is not. I agree.
That was crazy. There's no excuse. I don't want them. I think like they need to go home, or there's going to be an issue with this season, because he literally saw a man and a woman fighting on the first episode. On
first episode, not even 24 hours. His energy, he's bigger than her. It was just, and then like you said, when you don't already not attracted to someone, you know what I mean? They could breathe a little wrong. You'd be like, what?
What you doing? How dare you be breathing like that?
Right.
And DeQueeza, you're right. Oprah Winfrey is not the majority owner on OWN any longer. However, it's still her name is still on the network. Like, it still should be held to a certain a level of accountability, because it still represents her. Her name is still her name and likeness there. So I think that,
yeah, absolutely.
It's still her brand. So true, she's not first. She's not the majority shareholder any longer. But and G-Dub is right. Oprah probably doesn't care, because I just can't see, if she was really heavily involved, I can't see her doing that. But it's still a problem, because when she wants to release things, she still does things on that network, right? It has her name, so it's still a problem.
Absolutely.
It's still a problem. I don't like that.
The VH1. Right?
Yeah. I didn't like that at all. That was not. I've checked out of that couple. I do want to ask you this. When you've gone out with a woman, because we've talked about this, and you're not attracted to her, how have you handled that? Because you could tell that he was not into her. Another thing that bothered me was he said that he wasn't attracted to her, yet their date was all sexual. Like, that was totally inappropriate. He said he was into yoga. I don't believe that he's into yoga. Maybe he is. I just don't believe it. He don't seem like a yoga type to me. He seemed like he wanted to touch all over her. And it was really inappropriate for her to be like, let me arch my back. Yeah, get your arch right. It was just disgusting. I thought it was a disgusting first date. and I didn't like their date. I didn't like their fight. Like I'm good on them.
Yeah, I've been in those situations where it wasn't what and it's be like, you just gotta suck it up, man. You know, I've cut it short sometimes, even told a lie or two to get out. You know,
give us an example of a lie.
But they're living in a house together.
Yeah.
You know, no, I told a chick one time, I was like, yo, one was a car accident, and this is on the way, and I know we're supposed to meet, but I got a call, and she had told me something. I told you about her. That's the girl I told you I called Ribs.
What?
I called the girl Ribs.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we met at the Starbucks on Camp Creek, and I told you that, yo, this maybe 15 years ago. And you was like, why? Because she was big. I was like, not really, but she was, but not really. Remember the end of the Flintstones when they come out and they put the ribs on the car and the tip and the lean over like that when it go off? When she got her car leaned over like that.
Mo, that's not true.
And that's true. Yo, where's your memory? I told you this. You was like, why you calling her ribs? Because she big? I was like, yeah, but kind of. And I told you I was parked behind her. She got in her car. Was at Starbucks on Camp Creek. And I seen her when she got back, because I didn't see her when she got out the car. But when she got back in the car, because I was parked behind her, the car leaned. When she got in, the car went down. And it reminded me of the Flintstones when they put the ribs on the car and the car tipped over. That's real. And here's the funny part. She told me she used to date Allen Iverson.
Maybe she did. Maybe because we talked about how sometimes people look different when they're younger.
In elementary, possibly. Possibly.
So I've gone out with someone who I feel like was catfishing me, but I just, I ate the meal, we talked, we laughed, I squinted across the table, and then I left. Like I feel like an unattractive is not going to rub off on you. Now I'm not going to make it a long night, but I'm going to.
Okay. That's because women could tolerate it. You're not paying for it. Imagine you doing it.
No, I might have, because I remember I went through a stint where I was so irritated with guys that I would just be like, I'll pay for my own meal. So I might have paid for my own meal. I still wouldn't be mad at somebody because they're ugly or because I'm not attracted to them.
You would if that bill come up to $200. You would. I'm telling you. Then the waiter come over. Would you guys like to see a dessert menu? And she say, yeah.
What have you guys done if you go out on a date with someone? Has anybody else gone out on a date with someone that they weren't attracted to, that they thought, was attractive, and then you get there and you see they're not? I've had a guy tell me, and I told you about this, that he was 6 feet, because that was my cutoff. Like, I don't really date people under 6 feet tall. And he said he was 6 feet, and I got there and we were damn near eye to eye. And I said, I have called a couple of guys out on the fact they told me they were 6 feet and they weren't. And he told me that he used to play baseball. I knew he used to play professional baseball, and that they inflate their height on to make the other team think that they're bigger. But I'm like, in baseball, does it matter if you're bigger?
Not really. So he gave you his baseball height.
That's what he did. He said he just got used to doing that, and he forgot that it wasn't that tall.
You ain't forget nothing.
But he put that, because you have to put it on your
your baseball card.
No, you put it on your profile. The height is on the profile.
Gotcha.
Okay, Druzy says, Christal, I finished the date, then told him that I was not continuing. He was oversized. How did you tell him that you weren't continuing? What did you say?
Good question. I
want to know what people are saying, because I do not know how to. I did not. So I would just
don't say nothing. You ghost them.
That's what I would do. I believe in ghosting. We talked to everybody act like I was ghosting. I believe in ghosting. I don't either.
I'd rather ignore your call than hurt you.
All right, let's talk about the next couple. We're over
Is that
Alexis
Chris?
and Dominique.
Is
What?
that Chris and was Sandia?
Yes, Chris and Sandia. And they
Sandia.
they were only dating for 3 months. She's Haitian. She's adorable. I think
She is. She's pretty. I like her.
isn't she pretty? I like
Yeah.
her. This is her right here.
She
Yeah.
is.
She's adorable. And he's attractive. He's also attractive. I'm sorry, y'all.
But so walk us into that because we got to get it. We got to get into that.
Yeah. So okay. So this is the thing that threw me off with Sandia and Chris. So he's a talker. You could tell he's a talker. They go on a date. First of all, they were the best dressed on their date. I loved what they both had on. She looked attractive and you could tell just feminine and very attractive, but not overly sexual.
Right.
He was dressed very nice. I like what both of them had on. They had a really nice date. And he was like really into her. He told her she was gorgeous.
He was a gentleman, right?
He was a gentleman. They get back to the house and he's talking with the guys, and the conversation it's almost like night and day. And she was horrified. Did you guys see that? She was horrified at the way he was talking with the other guys. And I was just like, what is this? Like, where did this come from? And so he's saying that he's not exclusive. He's saying that he can do what he wants, but why are you there at the house with her?
Even his voice changed. He was like, I was like, but that's a real thing. And that's what people like when you and I would talk about certain scenarios and we'd be like, well, I'm like, he don't feel that way. And you were like, nah, because he does this for her, this, that, and the other, because we're seeing two different sides, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I just think that when men get around men, you see the real thing. That's why I was saying before on the show, like, stop bringing your girlfriends around. Bring your brother. And let him meet him real quick and then let your brother leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because we're going to see through certain things. But I was like, oh, dude is like, that was dirty. And then how he talked to her when they saw her peeping in the corner.
Yeah. He
was trying to clean it up.
No, he was. You're right. Delphin said he meant that. His introduction said he dates multiple women and goes to strip clubs. It did. He was trying to impress the guys. And it was like, I feel like he probably just wants to be on TV. But it was just such a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So when we talk about that, I'm sorry. I'm reading what Jersey said. She said he was upset and said he had been procrastinating about working on his weight, so he felt bad. He tried to convince me to continue while he worked on his weight, but I told him I would not. So did you tell him it was because he was too fat? I got to hear the rest of that story, Druzy. I did. I remember a friend of mine. I was dating this guy that was a little portly, and I thought he was cute. And she just kept saying, "Christal, look at his stomach." And he said he was working on having a 6-pack, and she was like, "He's never gonna have a 6-pack. He likes Mexican food. He's Puerto Rican. He eats Puerto Rican food. He's gonna eat cheese and enchiladas, and he's never gonna lose weight." And I don't think he did. I've seen him. He has not lost the weight. He has not lost the weight. Anyway, I'm sorry. Druzy got me off track. But yeah, so I just don't understand. Like, obviously he's telling the truth when he's talking to the guys, but do you think when guys are like that, a part of them really does like the girl?
Sometimes. I don't know if that's still too early to read that part of it. But yeah.
And they've only been 3 months. It's only been 3 months for them.
And then sometimes it's just like, now he knows exactly what he's doing. I was gonna give him not even a little pass to be like, well, some guys kind of like, nah, because the way how vicious he was, when I see you people get away from here and he was doing that was mean. Like, I would have rather you try to clean it up and be like, yo, you know, you ain't even do that. You embarrassed that woman. That was, and she's sweet. Like, I want, like, let the sweet girls go. If you in player mode and you doing all that, like don't do that to like play with players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play with the players. But all that extra, like when you know they like that,
yeah,
or like Vanessa, you don't play around with that. You leave it. I'm sorry, you're not.
Vanessa's not on here listening to you, okay?
Vanessa subscribed today, by the way. I'm just gonna put this out there.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Anyway, I don't know if she's in it, but she's did subscribe. But
welcome, Vanessa, as a subscriber. We appreciate Mo doing the work to bring in the subscribers.
But I just think that he knew what he was doing, and he was mean. Like that was uncalled for, man.
Yeah,
and he had an audience. Huh?
I think she's sweet, and I don't think like I did feel like this show, like it probably is some BS with a lot of these couples. I don't believe all of them, but I think with her, I think she's genuine. I think she's genuine.
Yeah.
I think she's genuine. I don't know. I definitely didn't think that Alexis was too genuine. I don't think that it's a couple of these. Like,
what about Diamond and Aaron?
Oh, let's go there. I got this clip because let's talk about this, Mo. I was waiting. Got this. This is Diamond, and this is Diamond and Aaron.
Book and show the ring that you was gonna propose to another woman.
Aaron and I decided to go exclusive. Then he put a ring on Facebook proposing to someone else. So I'm like, what the hell? That was 2 years ago. I have been waiting to look Aaron in his eyes to ask him, what was the deal? I need a closure before I can see if we can move forward with us.
I loved you, Diamond. I always did. But it just seemed like it wasn't going to happen. I just have to admit, I had kind of given up for a second. I apologize for that. I'm asking for your forgiveness.
All right. So I want to put out there that right after he said, I'm asking for forgiveness, she said maybe, and then she reached across and got his hand. So that did not mean maybe. That meant
with the closure, and she wanted to hear. She wasn't going nowhere. She did the show. It was 2 years ago when the situation happened. And what was she going to do?
She was just trying to make him. Now, I would like to point out that he made it clear that Aaron, they have been seeing each other off and on for 5 years. He made it clear that he likes thick BBWs and does not date thin women. He said not. He was glad that she wasn't thin because he's not dating a thin woman. And he likes BBWs, and she was exactly that. And she was everything he was looking for. And I just want you to acknowledge, because you have because you have acted like that there are not men out there that prefer BBWs.
Listen, I told you, I think my pops likes them. He married 2 of them. None of them were my mother, by the way. Let me just be real clear. But I don't know. Obviously, it is. They got a whole section in Pornhub for it. So that's
how we know. That's definitely so you heard. You've never looked at one of those flicks?
What? I got subscribed. Never. We got to talk about that. Listen. No. Listen. To each his own. If that man's happy, you don't hear that often. You know, you don't hear it often. That guy with. Hey.
I think that. Well, I will say this. There are always men. Whenever women that are, what people would consider BBWs, that's the stereotypical BBW, they are never single.
Right. You know why that is, right? That's
no.
If all else fails.
No.
Okay. I'll tell you this: the prison shows when they about to get out of jail, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I
don't
do.
know. I forget the name of the shows.
It's married. Married.
Love After Lockup or something.
Love After Lockup.
Okay. You notice how most of those women are pluses? That's not a coincidence. Who else is going to keep accepting the collect calls and ain't got nothing else to do?
I don't know if I believe that, because there are some men that are.
No, that's how they view it. I'm not saying.
But I'm just saying there are some men that are not in a bad situation or not in prison and prefer.
No, but
and this is what DD says. One of my brothers loves BBWs and he is a slender man. I've heard a lot of times that really thin men like BBWs.
Okay. Listen, I'm not saying those women are like that. I'm saying men target. That's what men think.
That's messed up. That's really messed up.
That's what I'm trying to tell. Just like the Risa Tisa thing. That's a come when Charlamagne said that was big back energy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When men, they are a group of men that figure in their heart, if don't nobody else want me, they're going to, because don't nobody want them. That's how they think. I'm not saying that's what I agree. I'm just trying to tell you there's some men that target that.
I believe that, but I also believe that there's Haitian Empress said he was a big back himself. He was. Delphine says, Christal, I'm a former BBW, never had problems dating, but I got healthy and lost it. 150 pounds to be exact. First of all, congratulations to you. Give her a cap. That's dope. But I would say this because I had a girlfriend that is a OBGYN, and she said, Christal, whenever the girls come in that are, bigger, they always have a happy man.
It could be the guys that like them. It could have been they didn't start out that way. It could be a lot of different reasons. That's cool. The ones that I've seen, a lot of them, like you said, they got rings, they got kids, they got families.
Yeah, that. First of all, people, good for you, Delphine. That's 4 years eating low carb and exercising 5 days a week. That's dope. That's dope. I need to do that. God's Design says not all BBWs are shaped and look the same. Some have beautiful shapes and wear it well. Not everyone is sloppy with it. I agree. And I think that how you're shaped and how you carry yourself can be attractive on any size, right? I think that any size, because I feel like Shay, who was very small, how she presented herself, what she wore, I feel like it, to me, was very unattractive because it just was.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like you've seen thin women or whatever with bad shapes.
D said, from what I've heard, the internal walls are great.
I don't know. I've never experienced it. I don't know.
Never.
No, I have not. How daddy? No, I have not.
I do.
That hasn't been my experience.
Okay.
I mean, not my experience with them. My experience with them at all. I like slick girls or thin. I like whatever. I just never did a woman of that. I'm just trying to find an appropriate thing to say. I don't want to offend anyone, please. I really don't. But I'm thin. Right now. I just lost. Well, I'm 192 pounds. That's it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm not the 220 y'all want me to be, or whatever y'all think.
No, obviously, first of all, the girls don't seem to mind that you are a thinner man. And actually, like 192, everybody's weight looks different on them because 192 does not sound skinny, but no, you know what I mean. It doesn't. 192 does not sound like a really thin person, right, y'all?
Hey, man, I am what I am, man. It is what it is.
But I'm just saying everybody's weight is different. So one person can weigh 192 and look medium thick, and another person can be 192.
But remember I told you the woman, I was like, Christal, she said she 160 something but 5'4". And you was like, yeah. You remember that? I saw.
But everybody, he's 6 feet tall. Mo is 6 feet tall. But I think that everybody's weight is different. I think people can be attracted to what they are. I appreciate the fact that Aaron said that he prefers BBWs.
You sent me a picture and she's pretty, but I don't know if I would, but I really think she's and she's funny. I like women with a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. Because I asked you, did she have any knees? Because you have made me feel insecure about my knees.
You bringing this up? I don't know why you bring this.
Because you made fun of the fact that and then I was like,
they done forgot about all this stuff.
I said, does she have kneecaps? No, but she has jokes.
No, but she is pretty though. I like her and how she be like, yeah, I like her. She sense of humor, pretty sense of, a couple pounds under, but she's pretty. And I told you how I felt about Salt and Pepper.
She's not a BBW. No.
She right at the cusp.
Nope, not doing it.
Not from the. If y'all seen the lady, I follow her on the gram, but she's pretty though. I've always had a crush on her.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean a person is not pretty just because, and some people's weight goes up and down. Shouts out to Delphine that lost the weight. But yeah, so outside of the him saying he liked BBWs, I just wanted to point that out.
But he was he married, he proposes, and I like his
somebody else. But this is the thing. I don't feel, and this is just Christal's opinion. Christal could be, you may not agree with me, and it's okay. I don't feel like if we haven't seen each other in person, we can't be exclusive. Like
love.
Huh?
We can't be in love.
We can't be in love. We can't be none of that. Like, I don't understand how people are saying that oh well, you should have we're exclusive. You can't be exclusive. You can't be in a real relationship if you guys have never seen each other. You've never touched. You've never seen that person in real life. Like, that's not real. It's not real.
But I think what it is in that time, and people get caught up, and they start creating a story in their head. And then who are you seeing? And I give it to women. Women are way more honest than men. Because guys always feel like the woman is going to run away. You know what I mean? If you keep it real and say, well, you're seeing other people, when women is saying she's seeing other people, guys tend to try to deal with it or try to be the standout person. Well, if you are, I'm going to stand out and do this and do that. Who's that?
Takara.
You see her with the yeah, Takara's pretty, man. I like Takara.
He said she did not have knees.
No, she had kneecaps.
She didn't have kneecaps. So you're saying that I have knees, just not caps.
Yeah, you need the cap on the knee. It might have been.
Huh? He has kneecaps. Shouts out to Takara Jones. She's great. I love her.
She is funny.
She is very funny. I saw her when I went to see Cat Williams and
for real? Oh, she was there?
She was there. Yeah, she was there. I didn't know she was. She wasn't on they didn't have her name on there, but she was there. I was excited about that.
Man. If she come in town at Uptown, the comedy of one of these, I'm going because she's funny.
Yeah, she's funny. And I like the fact that she's like a new a new young comedian, like young female comedian. My favorite ones when she's like, it's me. Yeah, she's hilarious.
She's originally she lives in LA now, but she's originally from New York.
Yeah. And yeah, I do love the fact that she is like, a lot of times when you see women that are plus size, they will not show off their figure, but she is.
No jeans and all. Yeah, she do a thing.
You're gonna get this, you're gonna get it. And I look at her page and there's always men up there. So that is a good thing.
But do you see, like, she got a waist.
So that's what somebody was saying earlier. Like, it's the shape. Everybody's shape is the same. So I remember a guy telling me, because I was like, why are people, because I've been called thick most of my life, right? After I got my shape, I always had short, little, thick legs and a butt and all that. And so, I was called thick, but I was like, well, but for a long time I was a lot smaller. And I was like, why is everybody using the term thick? Like, and he was like, no, thick and fat are not the same. Thick is if your waist to hip ratio, your waist has to be smaller than the hip. You can't just have a block waist and be thick. Like, no, that's not going to work. But I think, that's just his definition. But I know
is thick.
Koshia is right. Yeah. And obviously also Mika.
Oh yeah, two different. Yeah, she's slim thick.
Yeah.
Slick. Yeah, I got you.
So a lot of it is the shape and what people like. But yeah, yes, please rest in peace to Mandisi. So sad that she passed away. Life is just really short. And I think a singer that was on, I think she was on American Idol.
Oh yeah. I saw that today. Okay. I didn't know from. Okay.
Yes. Definitely want to say that to her. To her family and just people just love people, love it. I mean, we're having fun, but at the end of the day, love is so much more powerful, especially when we don't know how long we're going to be here. To wrap up tonight's show, there were a few more couples that we didn't really talk about that didn't really have much of an impact. I did like Millie and Greg.
Mm-hmm.
They were, I think they were cute. She's fair skin, and they look like they would look cute together. I also like Sienna and Brandon. I think that's the one that had
like them. I did like
dreads. Yeah, they seem very attracted to each other, very equally yoked.
He looked just like he used to manage TLC too and Keith Sweat. What is his name?
Who?
Brandon. Oh man. Hiram Hicks.
You think he like Hiram?
He looks just like Hiram.
I know Hiram. I don't think he looked like Hiram.
But when I seen him, I was like, is that Hiram's son? Like, he looked
like Hiram.
He looked just like him. I was like,
Hiram was a smooth talking man. You hear me?
Let me tell you something. Hiram and Keith Sweat are the same person.
They are. They are. We were looking at Keith Sweat earlier. Chili and I were looking at Keith.
Why did he let somebody do that? He too cool for that. He looked crazy.
Yeah, but now I'm interested to see. I guess the thing I want to see next week, most importantly, is are they going to? This is Hiram Hicks. I don't think he looked like Hiram.
Oh, Hiram. Anyway.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much light on the phone, but that's him.
Y'all work with us with this show.
With this new show. Yeah, y'all seriously hang in there with us. We're also gonna start. Now Ready to Love is going to Philly, and Married at First Sight is going to Chicago, which is crazy. Somebody said Greg is the wannabe Lenny Kravitz. That is so crazy because that's exactly what I thought. I was like, he's kind of eclectic and artsy. I don't really like those kind of guys. I don't really know. I don't know, but it seems to work for Millie right now.
They're easy.
It does seem very artsy, very Lenny Kravitz-ish. I feel like a person like Lenny Kravitz, I don't feel like those people are to date. I feel like those people are just to, have fun with. But yes, the pants were too tight. I'm not into a guy that's super eclectic and artsy. They like to wear tight pants and a lot of jewelry. And for me, that's not the type of guy that you date. That's the kind of guy that you hang out with and have fun. I don't really think artistic guys that's not my thing.
Gotcha.
But hey, to each his own. To each his own. I don't know about what's going to happen with Mavs in Chicago. I do know that Denver, I will say this, Denver was the worst season ever. And there was not one couple of color on. And well, no, that's not true because Lauren and Orion were she was African American and he was Native American. That was horrible.
Tell them what
Yes.
you told me.
Huh?
Tell them what you told me. What you told me to do.
What did I tell you to do?
When we was gonna do this Marriage at First Sight, he was like, Mo, this is what I need you. What did you say?
I said, hold on. Him and yes, Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet were perfect because they're both like out there. I told Mo that he has to make sure to also focus on the white couples too. Because he don't no, because with Love is Blind, you were way more interested in AD and Clay.
It was way more to talk about. It was
That's
way
because
more to talk.
you're being biased.
I got you though. I got you. I'm familiar with.
We need to dig in. We are looking to talk about love, and love has no color. Love has, as I don't know what love is doing on OWN right now. I don't know.
Yeah, they took a step back. That was we got to keep an eye on.
What? I don't know who produced this show. I want to know what production company produced this show.
It's on the credit. We're gonna check it out. But
well, it says Juna Murray, but I'm just saying, like, who is the person? Like, we know it's not a Will Pack. Like, who put this together? Because I'm not.
The concept I like.
And I also think, like, average people, like, what I do get tired of is. But what I get tired of is seeing like girls come and dress like they're going on Love and Hip Hop, like with the over the top makeup and over the top fake designer clothes. What?
You know that's what they're doing.
What do you mean?
That's real. You could go right down to CAU and see all the college people, and they're in club clothes.
Yeah,
2 o'clock.
They are, but I don't like that. I feel like that's. I don't like it. So I feel like these girls are not in club clothes. They were certainly not. Certainly not in club clothes. I don't even think some of them. I don't even know if they really like did their own hair. I know you could do your own hair and makeup. It was just like come as you are. I'm just saying.
One might as well have a bonnet on. The pictures you showed me, I'm like, what?
Draymond Star 870 says it's the same people that Prue's family or fiance, which is weird because family. Well, you know what? It could be the same type of people.
What do you mean?
Family and fiance is a better concept to me because I like the way they do it, but it's not people. It's regular. It's everyday people. It's not people that are trying to be celebrities. Or if they are, they're not doing a very good job at it. So we're getting ready to get out of here. We got to do our dating tips because every week we have to get into these dating tips.
Yes.
Have to get into.
We got the book. You got the book coming up.
Book coming out. The book is coming out next month. I'm actually going on Portia's show next week to talk about it, and Mo and I are going to go on there together and talk about just like going from business to bay, code switching, and how you are able to do that. And my thing is this, and this is my dating tip for tonight, based on what we saw in tonight's episode. Even though we're going to rest in peace to Dominique and Alexis, I feel like everybody that goes on a blind date, like if you meet someone online, there is always the possibility that person may not be your person. They may not be into you. You may not be into them. You never know, right? It's taking a chance. Part of love and finding love is about taking chances.
Right.
So I think my advice would be to lead with your personality and who you are, more so than you lead with sexuality, because what you don't want to happen is what happened with Alexis and Dominique, where he sees you and he's like, I'm not really into you, but I'm still going to go ahead and try to hit, because I feel like that's what he was trying to do. Like, all right, I'm not really attracted to her, but I'm here, so why not? Right. And I think that it's not about fear, but it is about saying, you know what, I want to make sure that this person is really into me before I share my body with them. And so let me lead with who I am, as opposed to something that everybody has. Everybody has sex, right? Everybody has the ability to have sex. Everyone has a vagina. Everyone has that. All vaginas may be different, but we all have one. So if you're leading with your vagina, that's not something that really is unique to you. But if you lead with your personality and who you are, then that is unique to you. So I think like her arching her back, you could have put 5 different girls in that position and the guy would still be trying to do, you know what I mean? Like it's not, you're not doing any, you're not attracting him with anything that he can't get with the next girl that comes along. But if you actually build, like, let him get to know you, if he likes that, then by the time you get around to the sexual part, there'll be some substance to it, right? There'll be something to stick with it. But if you lead with the sexual part, then after he gets that, there really is nothing to lock into. So I would just say, when you're going on dates, specifically dates where you meet the person on social media or on a dating app, take your time. Don't rush. Even if you feel like there's physical chemistry, a lot of times people are reading the room wrong. And that young lady was reading the room wrong because she's thinking that, because she kept saying, well, I got a butt, he said that the next fat ass comes along. Well, I got it, but you don't know if he likes yours, ma'am.
Do you believe that's because it's been all this pent up energy because they've been waiting to see each other? Like if they had just met,
I think with the people, I think with Shay and Josh, yes.
Okay.
Because it had been 12 years. I don't know exactly why. Maybe we'll get more into that as the season goes on. But maybe that's why they were so into each other, because it did seem like they were hugging. It wasn't just all sexual. See, with Alexis and Dominique, he wasn't hugging her. He was just pushing her head down and her butt up on the mat. So that's not the same. So I think if you watch Josh and Shay, like they were really like hugged up and just really like touching on each other. It wasn't just sexual. It really was like, I'm happy to be here with her. Gotcha. So I think you have to be easy. And you have to know that if that person, you want to read it, if he's not attracted to you, that's fine. It's just not your person, because as we see, there's always going to be somebody for everybody. You just have to find who's attracted to you. That's my tip for tonight. Don't lead with your sexuality, lead with your personality, because that's going to give you, unless you're just trying to have sex. If you're just trying to have sex for the night, do your thing.
Gotcha. My tip is, fellas, please, if you have ex-girlfriends and especially babies' mamas, be careful how you talk about them in a negative light. It's a turn off to women. I know we have a different language than they do. And that means something, especially if it's a baby's mother and she's a mother. You know what I'm saying? It looks a certain way and it feels a certain way to them. And just be mindful of that. Even if it's a bad relationship that it didn't work out. What you don't want to do is get to know that bad situation, her to get to know that bad situation before she gets to know you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because let's say she found out later what happened, but she got to know you, and she'll judge you because she knows your character and knows who you are. And she can view that same situation different. But if you tell her too soon before she gets to know you, she's just going to judge that situation either from a mother standpoint, from a woman's standpoint, or just you being totally wrong.
Yeah.
So don't be out in a rush. And I know, me as men, sometimes we just have this, we need an event because we don't really have too many people to talk to. So you're thinking you're impressing her by downing another woman, you're actually looking bad. So I would just tell you guys, it didn't work out. I'll tell you about it later, detail, but keep it short as possible. Especially like I said, the baby mother thing it's a real thing, and I'm saying this because I've done it.
Yeah, and
I've heard the response of women, and women, I've heard the call, and I had to change that up. So this is my advice to all the brothers out there, man. Just be mindful of that. Everything doesn't have to work out, and even pay attention to when she's doing it, to the guy, to the baby daddy.
I was going to say that tip works for women and men, because if you are complaining about a man, to him, he's a man, and so he more than likely, if he doesn't know you, he's going to be looking at you from a male perspective. You got to let him get to know you first so that he can see who you are before he just hears you talking bad about your child's father. Because in both situations, I think both men and women, what I've learned is that a lot of men have, bad situations and have been hurt from their child's mother. A lot of women have been hurt from their child's father. So what happens is when you hear somebody else talking, it can put you in that space. It could put you in that space where you're thinking. And then also it really tells to me, now this is just my opinion, but as a woman, if I hear a man that actually respects his child's mother, then that makes me see him differently. Like, that says, I appreciate her. I'm like, wow, because I know I'm that, right? I'm someone's baby mom, or ex-wife. So if I hear a man say she done a good job with my kids, that actually just sees the other side as opposed to just goes in hard talking negatively about her. I think it says a lot about you. Also, it shows that you're not really probably healed or over it if you're just complaining about the other person, right?
It does. It's just like anything. It's like if you go on a dating site and there's a profile and you hear, I don't want to deal with this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Don't do this. You don't even get to know the person. You just get to know things that they have issues with.
Yeah.
And that's a turnoff. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, wow, that's the energy that's jumping off the screen or whatever the case may be. It's the same thing. So allow people to get to know you, keep it short. It didn't work out. Fortunately, mother, my child, respect, keep it short. Because eventually, if they stick around long enough, they'll see what you see or they'll understand. So that's my.
Man, that's so true. I've been on it. I remember going on a date, my last story, and this guy was talking so bad about his kid's mom. Mm-hmm. And this was one of my first dates after I got divorced. And I literally ended up like having to like I was in tears because it felt like I was feeling like I was listening to my ex-husband talk about me. And so I had to like get up. And of course, I was not healed at that point. I probably had no business being on a date. I was trying to rush it. But my thing was, I don't know where he was in his process, but now I can look at it and say he was probably in pain because he was just he was just going in on her, to a woman who is sitting here with 2 children whose husband just cheated on her.
We think that you guys get separated, like that's her, not you. But when she's a mother, guys is dead. I just want guys to know that because I understand it. And your venting is like, you want somebody to understand you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially as a man, you feel like you don't really, who could you talk to? And then she's listening. So it all pours out, but it sounds crazy, dog. Trust me.
And I think sometimes men believe that it's going to make the other woman like them more if they down another woman. And it depends. If you have a woman that likes to hear you talk bad about your child's mother or one of your exes, you probably are with the wrong woman.
Absolutely.
So LaWanda Thomas said, thanks for the dating advice. I'd love to also hear Mo provide advice to women and Christal to men. And I like that. So next,
I thought about that. That's crazy. How do you
do that? I like that.
I thought about that today.
Yeah. Thank you, LaShonda, for that suggestion. So today is Friday. So on Wednesday, we will do that. Our tips. And actually Wednesday, we will have some footage from you guys from our episode that's going to air on Fox. We'll give you guys the dates and all that so you can check it out. So we'll have some behind the scenes footage from that to show. But we will go ahead and share. I will share a tip for men, and Mo will share a tip for women. And Bossy D says, my advice to Mo is to try a BBW. I told him that I always have dreams that he's going to have a BBW wife.
You gotta stop. You cursing me. You just
no, don't say that.
You are.
Don't say that.
Listen. Let me be real clear. If I'm with a woman and she becomes that, so be it. I'm gonna love every inch of it.
How big could she become before you would say, babe?
I don't know. I'm not tripping. Like when I'm there, I'm there.
If she's diamond size.
Can she get that size? That's what you're saying?
What if she's diamond size?
That she can get to that size.
Yeah, she's that size. 2 years later,
2 years. Come on, that's not realistic.
Yes. You'd be surprised.
Life.
Life.
Yes. Listen, that's not. I thought you were gonna say worse, like my 600-pound life type stuff or something. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
Okay.
But
good.
we not start a race at the finish line.
Well, I will tell you guys, I'm not like Mo. I tell myself, and I tell my husband and I, we got married 3 years ago, and both of us gained weight. We first met, we were both all, slim and trim. Both of us gained weight.
How much is slim and trim?
Shut up, Mo. I was slimmer.
I'm just curious. I don't know what that means.
I was slimmer. He was skinny.
Okay.
And I was slimmer. And then we got the happy weight of being married. And we looked at each other and I was like, we gotta get back in shape. We are out of control. So I was saying to him, I was like, baby, you gotta stop eating. And he doesn't say that to me because I'm really hard on myself. So I'm like, I am so sorry. I need to get this off. I don't want you to be unattractive. And he's never makes me feel like he's unattractive to me. But I know that we met that I was a certain size. And so I want to make sure that I always want him to be attracted to me. And just like I always want to be attracted to him. But I will say, because you don't want your spouse to be unhappy, right? So, hey, we got to keep it together. Now, if we got together and we were a different size, it'd be different. But I think trying to work out together and stay healthy and eat, I think that's good. And I think whatever size you like, that's okay. But I will definitely tell him, baby, I'm sorry, I have gained some weight and we're going to work this off. I'm going to get it off.
Happens, man. Life happens.
Yeah. So
the women I date are very, very vain, so they would never let that happen to them. So
yeah, but that also is part of the problem.
That's just how it is.
No, it isn't. It's because no, it isn't. It's not by accident.
They take pride in their appearance.
You're attracting vain women.
That's not. I mean, well, they just take pride in their appearance. Maybe that's the wrong choice of words.
No, it isn't. I don't think so. I think you need somebody that's more grounded. Maybe if they spend less time focusing on what they look like and more time on their inside, then they would be nicer.
I've dated some nice women. I saw one on Instagram yesterday.
That was nice?
No, you didn't like her.
Who was she?
The 80s outfits?
She was not, she wasn't nice.
She wasn't nice.
Okay, that's what, it ain't just me. She was not nice.
And she never got engaged too. She was engaged, she never got married.
She's a freaking liar. She's a poser.
Anyway.
Not
Thank you.
Asian Empress. No. I want you to tell me one of them that was nice.
Danielle is nice.
Yeah, but I do
Nicole
like
was
but
nice. Nicole was nice.
I liked her.
I ain't saying all these names and giving all these people.
But it ain't very many.
Yeah, it happens.
A lot of them that weren't nice compared to the ones that were.
Larry. Ooh, she was nice to you.
She was nice to me, but that don't mean that she was nice. She was just nice to me because she wanted information on you. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going.
My bad, y'all.
We're going down, reminiscing down the lane. But yeah, no, I will admit, I'm not just giving Mo a hard time. He does tend to date vain, nasty chicks that don't have a nice attitude. And I did for a period of time date people that had muscles and not very much else. I had to stop doing that. I had to stop. I had to stop. Anyway, a Haitian Empress says, who's going to tell Diamond about her toddler hairs? On that note.
Listen, we really going to talk about what we see, because I've been informed that we probably 9 times out of 10 will not have.
I don't think we want to interview these people. I think we're going to leave that to the other people on YouTube to do. So we're just going to be honest. That's why we had to be honest about Aaron being a member of the LBC. You started it.
I forgot to mention
the wigs, the blend, the leave out. all of that is but I think that they're
y'all done lost all the males in the chat, whatever y'all talking about.
No, because I told you about when the girl's hair doesn't blend with her wig. Like if the weave and the natural hair don't blend. We talked about that.
I thought we talked about the split. That you got me looking like right in that corner, and I'll be looking inside there.
But what if this part is fuzzy and this part is straight?
That, and I swear to God, I didn't even know about the edges until
you didn't know if they were missing.
I didn't. While Mia told, they remember that came
If
down.
the side of her head looks like yours.
I did not, because the way the hair came down, and told me and her went to dinner, and she scratched her head and the whole thing. I was like, oh. Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all.
You got to get into all that. So you guys come. We're gonna just be honest this season with not worry about the hurt feel, and not mean, but I'll just honest because I don't want to interview these people. I think the conversation about it is going to be better than the actual interviews.
There you go.
I do think that everybody that on tonight's episode has misused the baby hair trend.
That's how you can tell they're young, right?
No, they're not even that young. I don't think Diamond is that young.
Because the dude is not. He was 52.
Ciao. All right. Yeah. On that note, what are you doing this weekend?
I might go to Dave's house for some music stuff. Him and Corey's tomorrow, possibly. I don't know. It's up in the air. Might wash my car, but it's supposed to rain. I don't know.
Don't blame Chili because Chili's hair is not like theirs. So Chili's baby hair are really her hair. These are not real hair. So Adrian comes home Sunday. I miss my honey bunny. And I have a friend of mine got us a couples date where we're gonna go get couples massages. We're gonna go. We've never done that before, so I'm excited about it. Where you lay down on the table, both you guys are down, and you get a massage. Now, I did get Adrian a massage one time, but I had the girls massage him. Yeah. But I guess he's not gonna want a man massaging him. But I don't know if I'd like to be in the room listening while the girl is massaging him.
No, you sit there, you lay on stomach, y'all hold hands, and y'all look at each other and soft music, all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's dope.
I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Bossy says they're trying to emulate Chili's real hair. Yeah, I guess it's not. That's I don't know. I just don't know that baby hair comes on a wig. I don't know, but we're gonna see. Last thing we need Alexis and Dominique to be out. We'll be back on Wednesday with more relationship conversation, and we're gonna be doing some taking some segments, some like meme videos off Instagram, and talking about those as well, just to kind of give you guys some context as we're going through the Never Ever Mets. And I know Love is Blind is coming back as well. So we got a lot more coming for you guys.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Have a great weekend. We love you all. Please make sure that before you leave this chat, you have liked it. And make sure that you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what is happening. I don't know what you're doing with your life. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, especially the people I know. Stop telling me to send you the link. Do the thing. Subscribe.
Subscribe, and then the link will be sent to you. The notification will come through to you.
Absolutely.
Yes. But I will report back, and I'll probably bring some footage from the couples massage. But yeah, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
All right, y'all.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.